Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, we have some breaking news for you guys right now. The Dallas Cowboys didn't wait. They didn't wait at all. They got Tyler Booker signed today. They got his contract done. Now, to be clear here, this is not difficult because basically you're screwed as a rookie. If you're a first-round pick, you get a 4-year deal with a 5th-year option, which means your first 5 years, they don't have to negotiate with you at all. And at the moment, Micah Parsons is on his 5th-year option. And, of course, this is where you want to get something done because the 5th year is very, very expensive. Now, for those out there that are wondering the details of this thing, it is $22.5 million for 4 years. Think about that for a second. $22.5 million the first 4 years. With a $13 million signing bonus. $13 million signing bonus. And he is the very first rounder to get signed this year from the draft. So when we look at the money that we have, okay, before this deal, we had $37.5 million roughly, with about another 10 to 12 million that'll come once Micah Parsons is signed. Okay? So that's roughly about $50 million to work with. The Cowboys will have all of their rookies basically done for about $8 million. You heard me. All of their rookies will be under about $8 million for cap hit for this year. So when we look at this, at least roughly about $30 million left over from that, plus another 10 to 12. So the Cowboys are still looking at about $42 million of cap room to spend on people. That's pretty good. Now, when you look at the roster and see all the things that they've done thus far, they've done some good things. Don't get me wrong. I am very excited about bringing back Dante Fowler. I think that that's a major move. I have to say, Tyler Booker, when you see you drafted a guy who only gave up 2 sacks in 30 games in college. 2 sacks in 30 games. And didn't have the penalty problem that Tyler Smith had in college. You're excited about that. When you see Booker EZ, one of the best edge rushers that we got in the 2nd round, you say, okay, yeah, I love this because now maybe we have a Robin to go with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has feasted year after year after year, but you haven't per se necessarily seen another outstanding pass rusher. Now, again, we did have Dante Fowler and Dorrance Armstrong in there who played well, but I'm not sure that they're going to be on the level of what you may end up getting eventually from EZ. And that's not to say that EZ is going to come out the box and be great. I don't know. But I'm happy that the Cowboys are at least getting this part done in a timely fashion. We got those guys showing up. Let's see if we can get all these things done so we can let the dust clear and see exactly what we have. Because this offseason could be one of the most successful ones if they finish it. And at the moment, I'm excited that we've got depth for once, that we have a younger roster. If you look at our roster right now, Dak Prescott is the oldest player at 31. There's 5 guys from like Brandon Albury, Dante Fowler, and the rest of them are no-name guys. Guys that you probably won't see the field unless something catastrophic happens. But the Cowboys have gotten younger this year. They have reset the clock on this team as it is, and they've gotten some great pieces. Now, the thing that they have to do now is they have to get some ringers. they have to get some guys that are going to be able to take them to another level. And that is wide receiver. I'm still looking and saying the Cowboys, that this is the new and improved Cowboys, that is not waiting till training camp when they're desperate to sign people. That they are actually bringing in plenty of people. They're identifying the players that they want to keep and getting an Osa Odighizuwa re-signed and a Kayvon Turpin and things, and supposedly are working on Micah Parsons, that they use the triggers and things in front of them to make sure that they're fielding a roster and actually have more players on the roster than they can actually hold on to, which is why we saw cuts on Monday or Tuesday, that they had to actually let some guys go. But in the grand scheme of things, you still need some impact players with experience. This is great news that the Cowboys are working on getting their rookies signed, and that they've got Tyler Booker under contract. There's too many damn Tylers, man. 4 Tylers on one team is ridiculous, okay? And I'm mad because I got my wife to make me my shirt, and I left it back. I left it. Damn it. My Tyler, the law firm of Tyler, & Tyler. We don't chase ambulances. We fill them. Yeah. Alrighty, good people. As always, I appreciate you guys watching and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report and riding up the road with me here as we go through this thing called life and living in a Cowboys world. So we'll see what other news we got today. Today will be rookies minicamp today and tomorrow. The first chance for Brian Schottenheimer to actually coach. That's right. He can actually coach on the field. And it'll be interesting to see how these new players that seem to be excited respond to him and how he responds to them. I'm actually getting excited for the season. I don't know about y'all, but I'm actually getting a lot better feel at the moment than I did last year, without a doubt. Alrighty, good people, as always, I appreciate you guys, and keep the faith. Maybe Micah will be signed here. One day we'll just wake up and it'll be Catboy. Yeah, we got Micah Parsons signed today, and this is a great day. It'll help us to keep Micah Parsons here for the rest of his career and keep him away from the Philadelphia Eagles, because, you know, we just hate those guys. And now that we put them together with Booker, and we ain't got to worry about Booker for, you know, another 4 years. And, you know, I like that, because now I don't have to do any extra work on getting those contracts done. And we've got them in the fold of being here and being Dallas Cowboys players. And, you know, we've trusted the process, and, you know, we've been selectively aggressive here and trying to create this team. And we're looking forward to a great season. And as always, we appreciate you guys, especially for the money, because in the end, that's the only reason why we're here, is we just want a boatload of money.